Welcome to a hot and sticky wood stick Wednesday. Man, it is hot in the UK at the moment. I'm probably going to have to change my t-shirt to the next video today. It is sticky, so I apologise now for being a sweaty man. But it's Wood Stick Wednesday, and I have an interesting stick to show you. So this is a Squire, and you do not see many Squire sticks around. Okay, they are highly sought after. See there, the Squire handmade, and this is a beautifully balanced stick. Now, to the untrained eye, this might look like a roached old pocket, and you know, it's seen some action, but this stick has seen some big games. The gentleman who this stick actually originated from. So I'm very reluctant to restring this one. It's got a bit of history, and sometimes it's nice just to keep the stick as it is. Perfectly playable frame. This is a great stick, perfectly balanced, but just don't want to damage the integrity of the history of the stick. It's got a couple of issues with it. So someone's obviously put a bit of epoxy or something on here just to try and repair a little bit of a crack there, but it has got a couple of interesting features. So when I got this stick, and I have noticed this in a couple of the sticks, I can't work this out. Personally, I've only played box lacrosse a handful of times, and never actually used a woody to play box. Only played in a couple of tournaments, but look at the handle at the bottom there. This has been deliberately done, and there's like a little notch in it, and it kind of goes off to one side here. It's funny because it fits perfectly. It fits perfectly in your hand, so that's deliberate. And then when I look at a couple of other sticks in my collection, there's a couple of other sticks that have this kind of like little notch, and it's got something funky going on at the end. But it works. So if you're an old box player, used to use wooden sticks, can you kind of explain that to me? I'd love to know a little bit more about why some guys had this little notch on this stick. And a couple of other interesting features on this Squire. So as I said, they're quite sought after sticks. You do not see many Squire sticks. I've seen one that someone's renovated fairly recently, one of the guys on Instagram. Another friend of mine has just acquired a Squire, which is in slightly better shape than this. But when I got this one, there was a bunch of people all kind of like, oh, you found a Squire stick, where'd you get a Squire stick from? And I actually got a Williams alongside this Squire actually. So it's a really good find. And like I say, it's a couple of interesting features. So that's the first thing I noticed when I picked the stick up, this kind of weird notch. It's got a very odd hole placement on it. So it's actually got a hole here at the top of the throat. Now, I've not seen that on any of my other wooden sticks, so it's just a different position to tie the gut. But then you look at the gut, and again, when I first got this stick, it's not like a normal gut. So when I say normal gut, right, well, there's a gut stick. It is what it says. It's gut. And tricky tying these up because the gut actually hardens very quickly. So unless you can do this sidewall gut quickly, it hardens up. So there's a bit of an art to stringing a real gut wall. I'd like to have a go one day. I am going to give it a go at tying up a kind of side wall, gut wall, and a couple of sticks and renovate in the moment. Put some epoxy over it to harden it up. But this one, again, it's different again. This doesn't really, it's not gut. If you look at it, it's leather. So the gut on the stick is actually leather. And it's not, it's not stiff by any means. But I've had a throw around with this stick many times here at work, and it just works. It's a really nice stick, and I think it has got a lot of character. It's got a full leather pocket in it, and an absolute ton of shooters. But whoever owned this stick before, he's tied a bit of shooting lace down the side here as well, just kind of in this position here, this white one, there's kind of a yellowy one here, kind of second row in, just to kind of like keep the integrity of that leather gut wall, I'm going to call it. And yeah, like I say, it's an interesting stick. It does need restringing. It's primed for restringing, but like I said, there's just something about this stick. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to restring it. I don't want to cut this pocket out. So it's going to stay as it is. And it's a perfectly nice stick. I'd definitely say this was an offensive guide stick. This handle is very refined. It's a thin handle. This was an attack guide stick. This was a forward stick, certainly. And it's an absolute beauty. So if you see a Squire stick for sale anyway, that's the stamp you're looking out for. I would highly recommend, if you see one for sale, just buy it. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video and looking at my Squire.